Hi, I'm AJ and I'm a Vultr creator. Today I want to share with you how to secure your VoIP deployments on Vultr Cloud using APIBan. It's a free REST API for sharing IP addresses sending unwanted SIP traffic. It collects through globally deployed honeypots and then you can retrieve these IP addresses via the REST API. So what I want to do today and share with you is we're going to pull these bad IPs or attacker IPs and save them to a MySQL database, a managed MySQL database on Vultr Cloud. So in order to do this, first we're gonna need to, so it's gonna be two parts. One is we're gonna install and set up APIBan on a Vultr server where your SIP software is running or your VoIP software is running. And the second step is we're going to create a managed database on Vultr Cloud to save those IPs. To set up APIBan, the first thing we want to do is SSH to our VoIP server and go through the APIBan client installation process or setup process so that it can fetch bad IPs and insert them into the IP tables in order to block them before they hit your application layer. So let's go through the official documentation here. We're gonna just go ahead and follow these steps. So first we're gonna create a directory for APIBan, gonna cd into it. Then we're gonna download the Go client. We're gonna get the config.json file. That's where we're going to set up our API keys. And I'm gonna open the config.json with Vim here. And basically what you want to do is insert your API key. You can sign up with APIBan to get a free API key. I already have one here ready for the purpose of this educational tutorial. I'm going to be using it. So we're going to just paste it here, save. And what you want to do next is change the permission of the APIBan client on the operating system. And let's give it a test. So it's basically going to take a little bit of time here as it's fetching all the IPs and adding them to IP tables. Let's see. In the meantime, let's configure log rotation for APIBan client. So to make sure it ran, you can check the log file here. Okay, everything looks good so far. So now we're gonna just proceed to configure log rotation and then set up cron job. This cron job will run as configured to to update. So the way I do it is you can just hit crontab and basically insert it down here. Okay, so we're done. And now what we're gonna do next is I've already created a managed MySQL database that we're gonna be connecting to here. And we're going to use that now to download or to fetch the band IPs and save it to MySQL database. So we have created a little project for this, and I'll paste the repo URL in the description of this video. And basically what this does is it fetches the REST API for IPs, and then it save them to the MySQL database. So first you're gonna need to, once you have created a managed database here, so once you have created the database here, you're gonna be given a connection string that you can use to connect to the database and create your tables and so on. So once you've connected, what you want to do is create these tables, which look like this. So we have only two simple tables here. One is last fetched IP, and the other one here is the API band IPs that contains all the band IPs that were fetched. So what I'm gonna do here is show you how to do this. So go to this repo and follow the installation instructions. So we're gonna first clone this project. So let me go here and so we're going to cd into APIBan MySQL, and we have three files here. So we have the create tables SQL that you're going to use to create your tables. So let me log into the managed database first. I already have saved the username, password, and host to connect. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to drop these tables for now so we can start fresh. Okay, so let's copy this, create the table, and now let's create the second table. Okay, as you can see, we have created those tables as shown in the project. In the next video, I will show you how to use the APIBan MySQL project to fetch the banned IPs from APIBan and save them into Vultr Managed MySQL Database. All right, so what we're gonna do now is execute the sync.js in order to start fetching the banned IPs and insert them to MySQL database. Okay, so it has fetched from the API all the IPs. Now it's inserting them into the database. Now we can check our database here. So it was empty. Now let's start executing. Yep. You can see here if we see the count, has already inserted 1519. If you refresh again, 1800, 2160. It's going to take about a couple more minutes as there's, I think, around 6K banned IPs. All right, so once it has completed, it's gonna set the latest fetch ID into the last fetched ID table here. You can see. Yep. What you may want to do next is add sync.js to your crontab so it can automatically keep your MySQL table updated with the latest attacker IPs. Thanks for joining, and I hope you guys found this video useful.